welcome to Jim's Consults. This is another new week of trading, and we'll be taking you through some other processes in which you can learn through our analysis and get to understand how trading goes in particular. All right. Last week on our paid channel, we've been able to drop just the signals, and reason due to the schedule on ground. Yeah, the schedule has been quite very tight. We're trying to put some other structures in place to ensure that our new subscribers enjoy that, and for those of our investors as well, and enjoy a better platform. All right, thank you. And now to the analysis in proper. We'll be starting the analysis for the week from the Aud Cad. But I've told us a number of times that better to enjoy a trade, it is best to check from your bigger time frame. All right, now the bigger time frame tells you a lot of things in the market, and it gives you better accuracy to know the better directions of the market. All right, now on the Aud Cad, the first thing I really want to tell us is that the market had eventually broke out. Just follow my crosshair, okay, or let me use this pen. Now the market has broken out from its support. Now from here I noticed a single support was here, and the market broke out from this trend. Now this support has been there since let me check. Now this support has been there since about January 2020, January 19, 2020, and the market tried within that region to break, but it couldn't. Now the market retested this region at this point. It broke out, and it continued back up. Now the market was trying to retest the third time here, and then the market came up to retest the fourth time, and at the fifth time the market seemed to give us a good breakout candle. So which means from this point in time we should use our analysis to understand how and what or where we see the market going to. So we can see at this junction that the market is as well trying to break through another support. All right, so leaving those ones behind, okay, if we can trace it, we'll trace it down here. Leaving those ones behind, seeing this first breakout, then what do we do and how do you trade the market? So let's do that, and let's move on with our signals for the week. So now let's go back to our lower time frame to check. Now the time frame we'll be using here is the 4-hour time frame. Don't forget, on the daily time frame I told us we have a breakout candle. Whenever you see candles such as this, ensure that the market has just began in a sell. Example of a breakout candle is this. Now see, when the market gave us this candle I crossed here, you can see ever since then the market has been going down. Now this is a double breakdown, so which means the first week the market broke down, and the candle I crossed here, and ever since then you can see that the market has been going on a sell trend. And the previous day before this last one we had here, we can see the market had also a breakout. Now we should see that here that we are looking into another breakout. At least we should be able to milk the market well. So what is the direction we should be seeing in this market? Down to H4. Now on our H4 we can definitely see that the market has given us a good breakout candle, which has been spontaneously following each other directly from this edge here. They have been following each other spontaneously from this edge, which is still causing the movement of the market to go down. So now what do we trade and how do we trade it? Just as I've said, now to trade this candle, or to trade this market, we need to be able to understand the movement of the market. Are we starting the year from here? No, let's pick up our trend line from here. Now if you pick out the trend line from here, you can see definitely that we now have what? We now have a breakout candle, so which should still tell us that the market is still looking forth into what? A downward fall from where? From anywhere back from the trend line down to about 100 and something. All right, so let's pick out another horizontal line and put around here. So we are expecting the market to come down towards this region here. All right, now but before then, what would the market do? So before you enter this trade, please ensure you see that the market have a pullback at least onto this point. Now onto this point before you start shorting this pair. So once you've seen the market going to that realm, then you can short the pair. Now what is that point? Now that point is about 0.9766. so at that point, or at that market price, you can look into a sell. Now but please note, before you look into a sell at that point, ensure that you see candles that are indicating a sell. So on AUD we should be expecting we should be expecting a sell. Let's move away from there and let's go to the Eur Usd. We won't be taking much of our time today. Now let's go to the Eur Usd. Now onto the Eur Usd. Oh, I think analysis are ongoing, but for now, okay, onto the Eur Usd. We also need to go back to the daily time frame to check what is going on. Now on the daily time frame, we can see that the market is also continuing in a sell trend. But all in all, we can see the market has broke out from a very strong support, which has been a former resistance to price here. Price was trying to break it here, it couldn't at first. Then the price tried the second time and it couldn't. Now the price tried the third time here, and we have several other trials that are here until the market came here to try the fourth time. The market broke it, went above that level, and then tried an attempt to break it again. Now this type of candle here are just false breakouts, so when you see them, please be careful of this type of candle. All right, now until here, when we have another break. So from here that we have another breakout candle, is telling us that the market is also looking into a sell. Yes, how do I mean? Now check this candle that we have here. The candle that we have here, you can see, is the same as that which we have here, so which is trying to tell us the market would move in a sell direction. All right, so we should be looking into going for a sell on this trade. Now let's check through the lower time frame. I told you we need to check through the lower time frame before you start up any analysis. Is good. Now the bigger time frame, such as the daily time frame, such as the weekly time frame, only tells you what you should be expecting. Now you can see even on our weekly time frame that is showing us a breakout candle, so we should be looking into a further sell from there. Now the reason why we should be looking forward to a further sell on the Eur USD is because of the fundamental. Now on the fundamental analysis, we've been able to see that the United States has actually approved they've approved some money for the COVID vaccine. Now they are using those money to tackle COVID-19. So hence we should be expecting that the United States currency will be good against every other pair. All right, so those are some of the things you put into practice, or you put to place before you run down analysis. Okay, the fundamental as well are very important. Why? Because they are the basics of all news. All right, and they are the basics of all trading. So down to the H4. Now on our H4, we've been able to see that Now when you see this type of candle here, I'm trying to show us this type of candle. I'm going to mark it again. Now the one I crossed over here, when you see this type of candle, it indicates that the market, especially this type pointing down with the long tail hop, now it indicates the market is what is going to go on a further what, on a further sell. Now, but can I sell just immediately at that point? No, you need to ensure that you see some other selling characteristics before you go. Now let's start up with this. Let's first of all move this down. From here we can see that, okay, now this area seems to be a very good area at which we should expect the market would pull back onto before it starts selling. Okay, and the reason why I go down to this level is because I want us to picture out or to figure out a good entry point. So we should wait until the market at least pull back from this place down to about this 10 pips here, or for a better safety, we could wait until the markets pull back onto this region here. So but this seemed to be quite a little bit farther. Let's just say here. Okay, so we should wait until the market pull back until about 20 or 19 pips before we enter a sell. So we should be expecting a short on this trade, so which means the market is going to pull back down here, then before we would expect a short. Okay, now I want to see where we think, or where we are looking into that the market might get to. So if we enter a short at that junction there, we should expect the market is still coming down to this area. Now the market is coming down to this area. Now that's about, okay, maybe first take profit should be around 40 pips, but it's still likely we get up to 100 and something pips within this region here. So it's still likely we get about 100 and something pips. So from here, let's say the market's pushed back here, and then we start selling, so we should still be expecting about 118 pips of profits when the market opens, when the trade starts up again. So what are we doing? We expect the market pull back first to this place, then starts going down here. Now the reason why we do this, I told us again, or I'm telling us again, that we are doing this in order to ensure that we have a good risk put to place, and then we have a good or better entry. Now let's move on to another pair. We'll be moving on to the GBP USD. Now the GBP USD has the similar traits with the Eur USD. Now we can see there as well that we are having a good breakout candle as well, indicating to us that the market is about to continue in the sell trade or in the short trade. Okay, so let's start here by bringing this here. Okay, so we can push it now onto this region. Let's expect the market to at least get here before it starts selling, and then we should be expecting the profit to get to within this region here, at least this region here. So now the first thing we are expecting is the market pull back onto this place before it starts selling. So let's go to the H4. So on H4 we can see that we're expecting that the market should pull back onto this region here before we go for a short. So please ensure that when you see the market getting to those points, it is not enough for you to say you want to trade the market like that. It is enough for you to say you want to trade the market once it has met up with your own personal setup. 1, 2 is that once it has shown to you a reversal of the market. So on the GBP EUSD, we are expecting the market to go on a short. We're expecting the market to go on a short on GBP USD. Now, for those that are very strict with their entry, it's still possible for you to bring down your entry at least onto this point. But majorly, I advise if we can get it beyond there, please let's get it beyond there. So onto this point before you look into selling the market. All right, now I will leave there to go to the now onto the USD CAD. Now, if you can see the USD CAD, you see that the pairs seem to be a little bit different from what we have been doing. So let's start here by going towards the daily time frame. Now, on the daily time frame, we have seen this candle indicating a reversal upward. Now, I can see from here that the market is at its support area. Now you can see the market is at its support area, just exactly where it seemed to be here. So which means the market is struggling within this area, which means the market is struggling to break out this area. So what we are expecting in this market, and I told us, don't forget, when you see a pin bar such as this, you should expect the market to go where? To go on a buy trend. All right. Now, but for this type of markets, we are hoping that the USD CAD, since the US economy has improved or is going to be improved over the week, so we are expecting that the USD CAD pull back onto this region before it starts buying. At least when it begins to buy, expect all your profit or your maximum profit to be within this region. It's good for a start to be within this region or here, depending and based on your trading strategy and level of trading understanding. Okay, so we'll be leaving there to go to the USD Jpy. USD Jpy, as you can see, based on the previous analysis, we analyzed the market is going to go where? On a buy trend. And happily and luckily for us, the market has been moving where? On a very good buy trend. And as we can see that the market had a breakout candle here, it had a breakout candle here, so which is saying the market had broken out from this its previous resistance, that the market has broken out from this is previous resistance. It has been a point the market has been really finding out to break out from. As you can see that in previous years the market has been trying to escape through this place, and the last time the market was there or the market started within that region was in 2020, and it ranged through a number of months in 2020, like a month interval before the market broke down and then continued on a sell. Now, and ever since January 4, the market has continued to go where? Let me say January 4 or 6, the market has continued to go on the buy trend. Now, for the USD Jpy, let's go down to our 4-minute time frame and see what we happened there. All right. So on our 4-minute time frame, we can see that the market as well as has broken out from our previous resistance. Hence, we should be looking further into into a buy. But you just don't conclude into a buy. Why? Because this candle that is forming up is a very delicate and sensitive candle you should watch out for. Now, wheresoever that candle ends, you should think that will give you the direction of the market. Now, but with the place at which the candle is facing, we should expect the candle to get within this region here before we start buying the pair. So from here, we expect the market to draw down onto here, and then begin to go on a buy trend. So we're expecting the market to be at least I'm trying to zoom out, at least the market will give us a profit of, let me change this down here. So we should be expecting our profits at about we should be expecting our profit at about 143 pips interval. Now hopefully this trade will as well give us good profit. Hopefully it will give us good profits. Now let's go on to the last one we'll be talking about for the day. That is the USD CHF. Now for the USD CHF, we can see similar traits of the USD CHF on the on our chart. Now the first thing we need to understand is the market had gone through its breakout and it had continued where on a buy trend. Now let's check for entry on our lower time frame. Now we should expect this market to pull back at least onto this region here before we start what? Before we start buying the market. Let me go to a bigger time frame to draw this. All right, so we are expecting the market to go where? To go on a short for a while, then before it begins where giving us its own like of profit. All right, we'll be ending here for the week. We hope this has been able to bless you and this has been able to teach you a lot of things you should know about trading. All right, so please remember to subscribe, like the video, comment, and invite your friends to join through our Telegram group to see the number of accuracy, and we hope to see you in the paid group as well. Thank you so much and see you next week.